Yeti Smudge here again, and this week on Monday Night Live, a very special guest. My people's Two Family Homestead search the internet to bring you different folks every week, and this week it's going to be Cooking with CJ. So let's say hi to CJ.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with CJ.
So tell me, CJ, what kind of stuff are you cooking on your channel?
You know, something simple, something easy, but tastes good. We're going to build layers of flavor into everything we do here.
So CJ, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? I think people might find it interesting.
Now, you may wonder who I am and why I'm doing this. Well, I'm just a guy. I'm a jag. I just like doing cooking. It's a stress relief for me. Obviously, I like to eat. I enjoy it. I enjoy cooking and eating what I like. You know, I know it tastes good, and I like to put it all together and have some fun with it. So
CJ, looking through your channel, I see a wide variety of different things that you do. Can you describe what people might expect to find on your channel?
So I appreciate you coming on this journey with me. We're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna cook some of my recipes. We're gonna cook some, cookbook recipes. We're gonna do one show a week, hopefully, get these in nice, have some fun with it, maybe learn a thing or two, and have some fun.
So CJ, can you share with us what influenced you to start a cooking channel? What's your background in this?
Talk about my influence a little bit. I was big on Cooking Network. I love watching the Food Network, the cooking networks. I watched Emerald Lagasse back in the late 90s. I followed it through with Guy Fieri. I love all those guys. So, it's been my dream to someday get onto the Food Network and have some fun with that too. I've applied for a couple shows, but unfortunately they want, trained chefs, and I'm just a guy. So.
Well, folks, it's going to be a great show you're not going to want to miss. If you get an opportunity, head on over to Cooking with CJ. Check out some of those videos. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to it and ring that bell. And subscribe to us. Just as well, we'll bring you different guests every Monday night. Stream starts at 8:57. The show starts at 9 o'clock. That is in the evening, and those times are Eastern. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Ta-da! I did it. I'm live. Well, we're going in a different direction, sort of, tonight. Cooking with CJ. Great channel, great videos. Love his live streams. And we get to barbecue. We get to, there's people in the channel, they barbecue, they have pizza. That's the best of both worlds in my eyes. Daryl can have his pepperoni pizza. Folks, I'll let you know, that's all he likes on his pizza, pepperoni. And I can have barbecue. So, fat people, they're always happy, So anyway, no, Tigger, I don't want to come be your husband's nurse's aide. But thank you very much. I have my own issues here, So we will bring CJ out of the green room, blue room. What color is it today, Daryl?
I can't tell what colors are.
I don't know, but there's a whole nice stash of good-looking liquor behind him. I'm not sure he wants to leave, so. Here you go, folks. We're going to put him on the spot here. There you go.
Good evening, Terry. So he has arrived.
He has arrived. They're already telling some of his folks to behave.
Tell the folks where you're from.
Guys, I'm from beautiful Southern California.
Oh, we're in Southern California.
Georgia.
Oh, my niece used to live there.
All right.
Now she lives in, I have no idea. Starts with an M. Somewhere out there. My sister lives in San Juan Capistrano. My brother used to live in San Clemente. So Yeah.
You're all familiar with down here.
It's been a while. Are you affected by any of the smoke and that from the fires?
No, it's not too bad by us. There was a little brush fire recently, just kind of right up the freeway, but they put that out pretty good, pretty quickly. But everything for us is about an hour and a half west from us towards the shore. So, knock on wood, we're doing okay.
Good.
Well, we already have the first question for you. Daddy Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. What's your favorite part of hosting the hot seat?
I get to hang out with Daddy Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. That's my favorite. Nah, Daddy Dutch, his name's Kent. He's my co-host. He's the guy that helps me run that thing and takes all the questions from the chat. And I'll ask my normal list of questions on my live stream and then kind of go back and forth between me and him. And, like we were saying earlier, the YouTube cooks kind of community is real tight. So it's nice to have everybody in there.
Cool.
I love doing it. I love talking to people. I love getting to know the creators that we invite on. I actually took the show over from another creator named Hobo Nickel Barbecue. He did it for almost a year, or maybe even a little bit more than a year. Had some stuff come up at work where he couldn't do it any longer, so I asked him if I could take it over. Because I like to sit here and chat, and we usually have a libation or two while we're chatting and get to know people. And I was thinking it would help my channel grow a little bit, and my presence grow a little bit, and it has. But for the most part, it's just been a good opportunity to hang out and chat with people and get to know our favorite creators.
We have a question. Red's Barbecue and Pizzeria. If you had a homestead, what kind of animals would you want?
Wow,
that's a good question.
I would want pigs and cows because I'm a big fan of bacon and burgers. So
there you go. That sounds like a good thing to me.
I honestly didn't know much about homesteading or anything about homesteading until you reached out to me. I had to look. I literally looked up on Google what homestead meant. So
and what did you
I
find
want
out?
to be somewhat prepared and know what to say.
What did you find out that it was? What did Google say?
It was like you're self-sustaining. Like you grow your own stuff. You make your own stuff. You're not drinking bottled water and whatnot. You got to take care of your own junk, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of just the basic. Yeah. Definition I pulled from it.
As much as we can. Yeah. We don't have a farm or acreage, so we don't even have enough land where we can have chickens. So I thought, well, the hell with you. We'll have 5 dogs and a cat.
Nice.
But we have a decent sized garden.
We have a good garden, and I have a whole pantry back here to show that all the food that I've canned and dehydrated and fermented and whatever else I can do to it.
Right. I'm gonna find it's gonna be hard for me on this one not to try to interview you guys back and be like, so do you film your canning and stuff like that?
Do we what?
Do you guys film how you do the canning and use it as instruction for other homesteaders?
You will find some, and that's something that we need to do more of. Yeah.
When I first started doing it, we did not videotape it, but we do need to. I infused some sugars the other day, like for cooking or baking or whatever. Even if you make teas or whatever. Like the other day, I did a video with herbs. I had mint and it's called lemon verbena. I just infused the sugar. I layered it in sugar. And I'll let it sit for a while, and that can be, it ends up with flavored sugar, just as simple as that. So a lot of us do.
Well, and hopefully, this is just going to bring some more awareness to. I'm going to use the term here, hardcore homesteaders, and perhaps some hardcore cooking channels, where they can start overlapping a little bit. And seeing what these different genres have to offer, because I find it extremely interesting.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, just the simple part of, canning. Well, I would love to learn how to make jellies, for lack of a better word, preserves or whatever.
Oh, those are easy.
There's something about having fresh, fresh stuff out of the garden.
Yes.
I think, with the kids, we've talked about, we don't have a lot of room here. We're in a relatively suburbanized area.
Right.
We have a pool in the backyard and patio, basically. There's not much room for growing
rough
things.
life, a pool.
Getting
have a pool
garden together and growing our own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, CJ, I bet you have a blender, don't you?
I have a blender.
You have a blender.
Make your own butter.
You can make your own butter.
Really? Now, how do you do that?
Cream.
You can
go to the store.
Blend cream.
Heavy cream. We do it in our Ninja blender. In fact,
God, you got a better blender than me.
I have some.
They're crazy.
I have some in the fridge downstairs that I have to use up, and I was going to tell them that we'll probably do a video tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you make your own butter. You can.
If you go to an orchard, we don't have peach trees or anything. 2 years ago, we went and got peaches, and our 2 younger granddaughters were here, and we had a whole assembly line of peeling them and cutting them. And our one grandson, these are the only peaches that he will eat, are our canned peaches. So there's you don't have to grow it all. You can go to farmers markets.
Right. We have a farmers market that happens once a week. I believe it's Sundays, and it's really nice. I mean, it's in the middle of this suburbia here, and they bring a little bit of the farm in there, so it's very cool to go there.
Plus, there's.
I have the chat up too, so I'm seeing a lot of people that I recognize. So it's cool to see that.
Well, and Daddy Dutch is asking if you can only keep one cooking device, which would it be?
I don't know. For outdoors, my Weber kettle, it's a charcoal barbecue, and I recently got it for Father's Day this last year, and it's been my favorite thing. I love it.
Cool. Kilt Gardner is asking what would be the most interesting food you've ever tried?
You know what? I'm not a big adventurous guy as far as meat goes. I'm a fairly kind of meat and potatoes guy, but I've tried oysters before. I think that's probably just the farther south reaching thing. I've always wanted to try foie gras because it's too flavored, but I just haven't picked it yet. Are you hearing that extra noise in the background? Is that me?
Yeah. Are you checking on that?
I'm looking here, but I'm not seeing anything here, so it's coming in.
All right, cool. I have my mic pretty low, so.
Rockin' C. Homestead is asking, what is the strangest thing you have ever cooked?
Strangest thing I've ever cooked. Like I said, I keep it pretty straight and narrow. I don't go too far off the rails as far as strange. I mean, fish and shrimp and lobster is like kind of the seafood part of it, and beef and bacon is the other part of it, and chicken. I keep it pretty low key. I'm not too hip to trying.
Okay, so you've not had beaver or bear or venison or
bison. I had bison recently. There you go.
Yeah.
We bought some bison meat and I made bison burgers, which is kind of a joke through the YouTube Cooks community about doing bison burgers again. I guess there's been a few videos on it, but that is the most exotic, if you will, meat I've ever tried.
Well, have you ever tried making jerky?
No, I haven't. But I just recently got an air fryer.
Oh gosh, I love ours.
The new Grill, and it has a dehydrating feature, so I've been wanting to do jerky on it. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, the air fryer queen is in here tonight.
Yeah, Miss Booger.
Yeah,
she is awesome. I mean, there's a lot of my people in there, and we're big on cross subscribing and supporting everybody. But air fryer recipes, she's the air fryer queen. She knows everything and anything. When I bought it, she was the first person I called. When we got a Ninja Foodie this weekend, Mrs. TJ picked it up for me. And I actually sent her a picture and like, is this cool? Is this the new jam that I need to know? So she said it's a big deal. So she is awesome. She was on my hot seat. It took I've been doing it for, I don't know, 6 months now, give or take. It took every one of them shows to get her on there. I had to beg and plead. I offered bribes just because she's so influential in our community.
Oh, look, she's blushing. Yeah, I need to get. Yeah, I need to get her.
It's the hot seat, but she called it the hot flash seat. Because
I need to get her in here also. So I agree. I agree. Country Girl says, under your videos, you have JP barbecue products. Is that your products?
No, it's a buddy of mine. His name's Juan. His channel is JP Barbecue, and like a lot of the YouTube barbecuers do, he came up with his own brand and blend of sauces and spices and rubs. And he recently sent me out a package, a little care package of, I think, 4 spices and rubs and 3 sauces. And so I took a review on my channel, so get the word out for him. But I did a brisket with some of it this weekend. I did a turkey breast on my pit barrel, and I did wings in my air fryer. And I used all his products just so I could get some videos out and get them going.
So, did you say you tried your foodie yet?
Yeah, I did it last night. We made ribs last night. We did pork ribs in it, and it took from the beginning to the end 45 minutes to do pork ribs that were tender and like juicy and good to eat. Not fall off the bone, but they had a little pull, but they were good. And it shocked me because I'm a big barbecue. I love barbecue. I love doing the ribs and all that stuff on the grill. And it was weird not seeing a smoke ring in there or getting that smoky flavor, but they were pretty damn tasty.
Good.
So do you?
I'm kind of excited about that food.
I've been drooling. Yeah, I've been drooling over it.
So CJ, do you referee the fight or do you engage in the fight between gas and charcoal?
I engage in it. You know why? Because I had a mock Weber grill when I was like 18. When I moved out of the house, we have Sears. I had a little charcoal grill that we had, and from that point on, like when I moved out, I never had a charcoal grill from then. I ended up going to gas. So I've only had a gas grill for say 20 some odd years, and then all of a sudden I get this charcoal grill, and I see benefits in both. And a lot of people don't like gassers, and a lot of people don't like the charcoal. But for me, the gassers are fast. Like I don't have to char up some coals. I don't have to get the fire going. I just click the button, it goes, and I can do some shrimp and chicken on there or whatever. But the flavor on a charcoal grill is awesome. So especially if you can put some wood in there and get a little smoke going,
Well, and then the other side of that is lump charcoal versus the briquettes or maybe pellet grills.
You know what? I'm not an expert on any of it by any means, but I don't use lump. I don't use the lump charcoal. I use the briquettes. I bought. I don't know. Home Depot had a sale on Kingsford Blue, the original, and I bought 20 some odd packs and just stuck them in my backyard. They were all on sale, so I don't really have a horse in that race. If someone wanted to send me a pellet grill, I'd be all over it. But for me to go out and buy one, it's not in my plans right now. I think they're cool too. My brother-in-law has one. It's a Traeger, and he loves it. He's like, you can bake a pie in it. I'm like, I don't want to barbecue a pie. So that's not selling me on it. It's not going to get me to spend $600 or $700 on this thing just to bake a damn pie in there. So I'm not too hip to that.
So do you? I have noticed it you have a number of different videos where you do feature some. I'm going to say some adult beverages, some different mixtures and so forth. Do you use a lot of that in your cooking?
No, I the most I've ever used is maybe a little whiskey or bourbon in something, or vodka in a vodka sauce. But for me, booze is for sipping, and I don't really cook with it too much. Maybe some wine. I put some wine in some braised short ribs one time, but I usually try to keep it a little separate. And it's funny is I make all these drinks. I think I did 7 or 8 videos, and I make these concoctions and stuff like that. They're cool, but I'm really either gonna drink whiskey or beer. I usually don't drink those things too much unless it's hot outside. I use that blender we were talking about, and I make a frosty slushy drink. You know what I'm saying? Well, other than that, all this stuff right here is just for the when we have to get together and stuff like that. I don't really mess with it too much.
Yeah, somebody's saying here, bourbon pepper cream sauce on a nice ribeye.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'll be all over that. We have another cat in the chat that I saw roll by, Hobo, and then Josh and Babe. They are big bourbon drinkers. They love that stuff. They're all over that. Then Daddy Dutch is a big black velvet, I think. Some Canadian whiskey, I don't know. They always give him grief about it. It's funny.
Yeah, he says you like foo-foo drinks. Gosh,
Yeah.
there's a sexy beast on our screen. I'll be darned. I'll have to go look.
Look what I'm telling you. This group of people are really, really close. The Red's Barbecue and Pizzeria, he calls me his boo, and he's across the country, but he is just the dopest guy around, and all these guys that you see run through here that you're not normal, like Josh and Babe, they have more of a kind of a lifestyle vlogging kind of channel, but they cook in it. Actually, Josh films it and Bethany, cooks. But we became great friends with them. They live, about an hour and a half away from me. We had a little meetup, a SoCal creator meetup at my house. I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and we had 4 different creators come. And it was very, very cool to have them all here. And Josh and Babe, we became real tight friends with them. Just last weekend, we were in Vegas with them. So it's been a real. This YouTube thing has done more than I ever thought it would do for as far as like friendships and growth and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
There are some wonderful people out there. This is something that we have found in the homesteading genre is there's a lot of just tremendous folk that have their head on straight and
or even crooked. Some of us are just like that.
But they build a good community, and they're all there kind of for each other and help out whenever they can, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, we went last month we went to Virginia for a conference, and there were
a couple thousand people. At
least, I think. Country Girl, you think? I mean, there was a good, and 1900, Duncan 1900, they were there. They drove from Missouri to Virginia for this conference. Country Girl is from Tennessee now, so that people from, we're in Ohio, people from all over go to these things. Last August, we drove to Missouri. In March, we're going to Mississippi. And these are all Facebook and YouTube people,
So, yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean...
I told you where I met him.
We became great friends. He's in Iowa somewhere. Like, people I never even know or think about or whatever. I became friends with. It's awesome, and it doesn't matter who or like politics, religion, all that stuff is what it is. But food and camaraderie and drinks and all that stuff, that's what brings everybody together, and we have a good time with it, for sure.
Well, Nigel gave you £9 for your microphone.
Oh.
We have something wrong somewhere. We'll probably clear up when it's all over.
Yeah. Okay.
Always.
Well, tell you what. Let's do one of our.
Yeah, because it is almost 9:30. For the folks that came with CJ that don't know us, we do 2 trivia questions throughout the hour. Try to do one the first half hour and one the second half hour. And the person who guesses, the person that we see on our screen that is first, because ours is going to be different than what you see, gets an actual real $2 bill sent to them in the mail. These have gone to Canada, to England,
Australia, maybe?
Australia, all over the United States. So, as soon as somebody wins and they send us their name and address, they got the mail.
So we'll cue this up, and Smudge will explain part of this. So here we go.
Well, hi folks, it's trivia time again, and we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to TwoFamilyHomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay, folks. Well, you heard Smudge. If there's no questions, you can see scrolling up on the screen. You'll see the chat. That's the official window. And obviously, it may be behind what you're typing. Your window's going to be different, but we have to go. Everybody's window is different, so we have to go with what we get here.
And as you see, some people already think they know the answer and going to start answering right now. We do have the crazies, we sort of bring that out in people, I guess.
So, remember, folks, this is for real money. I know a lot of folks out there don't even know a $2 bill exists, but they do, and it's real money, and you can spend it. You may have to argue with the clerk at the store, especially if they're millennial, but not an issue. Question number 1 is, how many children does CJ have? Daddy's Dutch Barbecue and Cooking.
Somebody knows them, doesn't they?
Daddy's Dutch Barbecue and Cooking.
Look at all the numbers run by.
Okay, Daddy's Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. Please send us an email with your mailing address. Send it to TwoFamilyHomestead@gmail.com and give us your mailing address. If your email does not match your name here somehow, please indicate in the email. Give us enough details so we know who it is.
We have at least two Buckeyes in here from CJ's group.
Oh, do we?
Cleveland area.
Hobo asked where you guys are from.
Yeah, because Leprechaun just said the same thing. We're an hour from them.
We're both from Ohio.
Yeah, we're an hour from them. Cool. We will have to see if we can get together. It's been a while since we've been to Cleveland. I need to go to the West Side Market.
West Side
Is that
Market?
the one in Cleveland? West Side Market?
Yep.
It's been a couple of years since we've been there.
Okay.
Oh, the Culinary Cookhouse is in Cleveland. Whoa.
So folks, here's the deal. We have a phone line where you can call in. It's your nickel. It's not mine. So if you have a cell phone, it's probably free. Give us a call. I can take one call at a time. So if we're already on the line with a call, it'll ring, but I won't be able to answer you. So let me make sure I have everything set up here. So if anybody would like to call and talk directly with CJ, or has any other questions, or just wants to call and say hi to everybody in the room, feel free to do so. In the interim, Mr. CJ, can I ask how old roughly? Well, hold on, we have a call coming. Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please? Hello.
We're losing them.
Okay, try it again. I don't know if we just have a bad connection here or what, but I'm not hearing you. All right, yeah, they dropped off.
No, Brenda, he does not. Not even gonna ask.
What was that?
Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
Hi, Daryl. This is Daddy Dutch Barbecue calling.
There we go.
You do that guy. Get in there.
Well, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. If I could ask Mr. CJ one quick question.
By all means, he's hearing you.
When do I actually get my first paycheck? I'll hang up and listen.
You take it out here. You're gonna get Christmas bonus. I promise.
Okay, it looks like he dropped off, but I'm sure that he heard you. Anyway, he got his question.
Every week, they'll ask about getting paid, or he's my co-host. They'll ask about getting paid, or I'll fire him half the time, and then have to rehire him by Thursday when we do our chat.
Well, I was going to say, CJ, you got to keep them happy. You got to.
I sent him out an 8x10 picture of myself, and I autographed it. So I don't know what more anybody could really want. That's gold right there. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so the phone line appears to be open. If anybody else wants to call, what I was going to ask you here is, well, another phone call. I don't get a chance. This is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
This would be Booger.
Oh, well, Miss Booger, how are you?
Hi, guys. I just wanted to say you guys are doing a wonderful job. I love all three of you on the panel. I love you, CJ.
Miss Booger.
Oh, he's gonna blush.
Oh,
Have a great evening, guys. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling. Thank you for calling.
You won't find a sweeter woman on there, I swear.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm taking these out. I need a drink.
Oh.
Drink. Oh.
So
I need to back and get my own drink.
So what I kind of wanted to get to here is, I'm terrible at guessing not names, but at ages of people. So I'm wondering about what era were you born?
I was born in '76, so I'm 42.
Okay, so you're the age of my kids.
Okay. I feel younger than I am, except in the morning when I wake up and there's pops and cracks and all that. But
he's younger than our kids.
Yeah,
oh, Lord.
Yeah, he is younger. Well, most of them. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Younger than your kids.
So, have you always been in California, or did you get transplanted there, or?
No, pretty much. I was born and raised in Southern California. For 5-6 months, we lived in Salem, Oregon for a little bit, but always been in California. Love it here. I don't see us ever moving out of here, except maybe to like Hawaii when we retire. We talked about getting a condo on the beach out there. But other than that, I think California, where it's at, really the worst thing I have to deal with is earthquakes and maybe some brush fires every once in a while. Well, otherwise, it's pretty darn nice there.
I heard you say in one of your videos that you had these aspirations to be on a major television cooking show.
Yeah, I grew up on the, I don't say grew up on the Food Network, but when I moved out with my buddy, we were 18, 19, right in there, and got cable and got the Food Network. The first show we watched was Emerald Live, you know, Emerald got bam, you know, that guy, right? So I've always just kind of wanted to do that, and I really have applied for a couple home cook shows or whatever, like Chopped, you know, tailgating Chopped, whatever. I've tried, and whatever reason they didn't pick me up or didn't like my look or I wasn't good enough. I don't know, whatever it was, but you know, it's just one of those things. I'd love to do it. It'd be cool.
Well, I'm sure it would be. I don't know exactly. I have seen a number of those shows. Of course, the ones that generate the most interest are the ones where the host is a little bit crazy. Like Emerald always, you know, smacked something. You know, he had that part of it. Guy's got his Camaro and his wild hair and what have you. And then of course you got Gordon Ramsay, who is just a little rough on people sometimes, but it makes it interesting.
Yeah, they got their own style for sure. I don't know about Gordon Ramsay because like he really throw it down, but I think I love Guy Fieri too. I think he's fun to watch.
So have you ever met?
We're digging, but I do.
Have you ever met one of these? I'm going to say
no, I haven't. I've gone to the restaurants. We were just at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in Vegas this last weekend. My wife has met Robert Irvine, so that was really cool to do. But you know, I don't go out of my way to like follow these people around or you know, try to get in there. I actually interviewed a guy on the hot seat that works for the Food Network and does production with I think it was Manfire Food, I think it was. And I was like, dude, get me in there somehow. Let me meet somebody. I got this. And obviously, you can't do it, but it was pretty fun.
Well, it's interesting. I was just kind of curious as to your background on that. Don't forget, folks, the phone line is open if anybody wants to call in.
Kilt Gardner said they've met Emerald Lagasse. I can remember he was one of the first.
Yeah.
My mom used to watch him all the time.
Yeah, I love watching that guy.
Yep. Now, years and years ago, she used to watch. Oh, good Lord! It just went out of my head. I forget where he's from. He's Southern. Oh, Lord. Grizz, I know you're going to know. It was barbecue. It'll come to me. He had his own TV show. That was before Food Network even became a thing.
Justin Wilson?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I could imagine what he was saying in my mind, and I couldn't remember his name. Yeah. Never miss that guy. Always watch his shows. Yeah.
I watched the guy, Asian fellow named Ming Tsai, and he was on like PBS or whatever before the cooking shows really got on. I used to love watching that guy. It was very interesting. I'm not so much adventurous in my eating and flavors or whatever, but I love watching cooking shows from other places. Mm-hmm. You know, like Vietnam or whatever. I like seeing where people, you know, what people eat, what people cook, whatever. So that's when I watch like the Travel Channel shows and they're in different countries. I really dig that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, what style of food would be your favorite? And I'm going to say like, and when I say style, what I'm referring to is like Mexican or Thai food or Indian food or Italian food.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like Chinese food. I love noodles and rice and grilled meats. I love any kind of grilled meats that they do. You know, I think it's Japanese, but yakitori, where the grills on the streets with the meat on a stick. Like, yeah, meat on a stick, you know it's got to be good. So as far as my cooking style goes, it's more just down home American style, you know, grandma in the kitchen style. My grandma is Italian, so I take a lot of her recipes. I'll put them on my channel. Just to have, you know, I cook for myself, basically, if that makes sense. Like, I know this looks good to me, I'm going to make it. You know, that's kind of how I go. Do
you prefer a flat top grill or an open grill?
I love that, the open grill. I like it like that, you know. But honestly, I got a Blackstone grill. It's a flat top grill, little small one for the backyard. Another purchase that Mrs. CJ got for me. She has really been the biggest supporter of this channel and me growing this thing. She is a wizard at finding deals, and the foodie was half off. The Blackstone was, you know, on clearance from the holidays or whatever. The kettle we got was last thing on the shelf, I think. So, and she's always bringing home something for me to cook on, and I'm like, I can't keep up. I don't know what to do with everything.
Country Girl's asking, what is your favorite video you've ever done, one that everyone needs to watch?
It's my hangover video. It was one of my first few videos I did. I think it was 6th or 7th one. And I decided to have some fun with it. And I grabbed my wife's bathrobe and put some shades on. I had my hat on. And the counter that I use in the kitchen, you know, it's a big island. It was just, I put all this stuff on there. Just booze everywhere, bottles knocked over, whatever. And I made some biscuits and gravy and some eggs and some bacon, just hangover type food. And I just come strolling out there. And before I even get started, I pour myself a screwdriver or something like that. And it's just, I don't know, 60 seconds of dead air, just me getting right. Taking a drink, like, 1 second, let me get right. And as I go, honestly, I was actually drinking while I was doing it. So about, you know, as I was finishing up the gravy, I was like, and I feel great today. This is an awesome cook. I'm having a great time. So it was pretty funny to me. So I love that hangover video. It didn't get much play. I think I only have a little over 200 views on it, but it was just fun to make.
So, folks, you need to go out and check that one. I know we will.
Yeah, definitely. It was really a good one. And it's just, I try to have fun with the videos. But you can, I'm the type of person that wears everything out there. You tell them I'm happy, you tell them I'm sad, you tell them I'm mad. So when I'm doing these videos, and I feel like it's work, like I want to do this for fun. You know, I hope it grows. I hope good things happen, and good things have happened. But there are times when it gets to be work. You know, like, I gotta get this done before I go on vacation, or I gotta do this, do that. And you can tell in my face that it's work, because I'm just in there going, yeah, today we're gonna make some chicken. Yeah, it's just come on, I'll tell you how we do it. Yeah. So, and then there's times where I'm just having a great time. Got some smiling going on. I crack a beer while I'm doing it, whatever. And you can tell the difference. You can tell when I'm getting a little burned, or when I'm a little tired, or I'm just doing it because I feel like I have my schedule and I want to keep it. So.
Yep. Kilt Gardner, do you like spicy hot sauces and such?
You know what? I don't mind heat. I really don't, as long as there's flavor with it. Like, I don't want to just eat something just to burn my taste buds off or whatever and be hurt the next day. That, to me, that's no fun. Or like eating the hottest chip in the world or the hottest pepper in the world for some charity or whatever. That's not me. You know, I want some spice. Like, we were in New Orleans just recently, and I bought a bunch of Cajun spices because we were there. I figured I might as well do it. And I bought some Slap Yo Mama Cajun seasoning, which I love because it has flavor and heat. So it's a big deal. You know, I'd rather have flavor than just burn your mouth off. There's no fun in that to me.
So if somebody were walking down the street and you were walking the other way, would they instantly recognize you, do you think, if they had been watching you on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. If they've been watching my show, I mean, I'm always wearing some kind of hat. Usually it's this hat that I'm rocking, you know, but I always wear a hat. I always have my glasses on. My tattoos are pretty noticeable. I have 34 black shirts that I wear, you know, like I don't change up too much. My style's pretty basic.
And I was curious if the hat was part of your YouTube show, or if that was you.
It never was meant to be. You know, I just started wearing. You know, I wore it in a couple just because I wear hats. You know, I'm lacking in hair, so I wear hats. You know, obviously, you know the feeling. So I wear hats quite a bit.
I have some here.
Yeah, I mean, there's some in there. You know, a little bit. I'm with you, brother. But I just
it fell down here.
It all fell down. You know, I had no idea it was gonna fall down. It's all on my face.
We have a phone call coming in.
All right.
Hello, this is Daryl. Who's calling, please?
That was good.
Hey, this is Chris from Hobo Knuckle Barbecue Testing Laboratory.
Hey, Chris.
I just wanted to ask CJ what it's like to be on the other side of the camera this time around.
You know what? I'm feeling the same way Chris felt when I took over the show. We had a little kind of changing of the guard where I was kind of interviewing him, and he's like, it feels weird not to talk. So it's like I was saying at the beginning. I'm like, I want to ask you guys about homesteading and how you got started on YouTube or how long you've been doing it. It's very hard for me not to interview back, for sure. It was hard for me not to keep my questions out that I asked my guests.
All right, you guys are doing a great job. Just wanted to call in and show my support.
Well,
thanks, bro. See you later.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's one of your Ohio brethren right there.
Yeah.
I saw the area code on the phone number.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So.
Duncan 1900, and this is Brenda, wants to know if you barbecue any wild game.
You know what? I not only I never would have thought to do it, but a buddy of mine recently just did some duck hunting and brought me 3 ducks straight off the pond, and I barbecued them on the pit barrel in my pit barrel cooker, and they turned out pretty good. I was excited. I never tried. I mean, I think I've had duck before, but you know, barbecue smoked duck. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. I see a question in the chat where I'm from. I'm in Rancho Cucamonga, TJ, and I don't do tasting parties, but you know, maybe it's something I will start. We've talked about doing having people over and cooking while they're there and just chatting with them and having cameras on them a little bit. So maybe we'll do that sometime for sure.
You're reading the chat what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have it too. Usually I have a kid reading it for me and keeping the questions down, but every once in a while I'll catch something that's popping up and I gotta make sure the monkeys that are my buddies aren't getting out of line in there.
I love that name, Barbecue Testing Laboratory.
Yeah, these names are great. I love them.
Hobo is seriously an outlier. Like he knows so much about barbecuing. The guy has a wood wall, for lack of a better word, of just containers full of wood, from like grape wood to pecan wood to mahogany to whatever. Like he gets into what he's doing. He knows a lot of what he's doing. So he's one of the buddies that I definitely refer to when I have questions about things.
So
the same with King, Daddy Dutch, the one who won the $2. I did that brisket on I think it was Saturday, and I had questions and I called him. So it was fun. It's nice to have people you can refer to and help you out, you know.
So anyway, it looks like it's about time to do the number 2 trivia question.
Trivia.
And again, for anybody that's new in the chat here, every week we do a couple trivia questions and we give away cash, actual money. All you have to do is answer the question correctly, but I'll bring Smudge over here and he can explain how we do it.
Well, hi folks, it's trivia time again, and we have to have some rules for this, so they are as follows. Number 1, you can only win once every 4 weeks. Number 2, you must be the first person to answer the question correctly in the chat window as it appears embedded on the screen here. Your chat window may have a different order. And number 3, you have to send an email to TwoFamilyHomestead@gmail.com. Send us your mailing address so we know where to send your winnings. Good luck.
Okay, so as you folks can see on the screen, that is the official chat order. When I bring the question over, that's when we start watching closely to see who comes up with the answer correctly first. So if everybody's ready, here we go. At what age did CJ start cooking?
Something green donkey.
At what age did CJ start cooking? Daddy's Dutch Barbecue and Cooking.
You're for the next one. Whoever gets
Yeah, he already won.
Yeah.
Well, Easy Bake Barbecue then was the next one that put the 12 up. So
Easy Bake, right on. We got
Easy Bake
my
Barbecue.
guest this Thursday on the hot seat.
All right. Easy Bake Barbecue, please send us an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. If your email name does not reflect your YouTube name, please let us know. Give us your mailing address. We'll send you a $2 bill. And then when you get that, feel free to take a little selfie holding that $2 bill and send it back to us, and we'll feature you on the show here.
Now, I want to know if Easy Bake Barbecue, if you use Easy Bake Oven.
Hey, you can't ask that question. That's going to be one of my questions on the show. You'll have to give me
No, I asked. I have a cookbook. I made this I made this up years ago. Yeah, my nieces had the Easy Bake Ovens years ago when they first came out. That's how old they are. That's how old they are. They're my sister's girls. She's in here too. She's Southern California.
All right.
Okay, folks. Any more questions? It's gone all quiet.
I know.
Daddy Dutch says, please give winnings to a local charity for me. We can do that for you, Daddy Dutch. We can do that for you.
But then we don't get a selfie of them holding a $2 bill.
TJ Miller says he makes a barbecue rub. Do I do outside? Yeah. Email me, TJ. If you want to send me some rub, I'll definitely try it on the video. Just tell me exactly what you're looking to do. I would. I'm always looking for new stuff to try. Like I said, we have a pretty tight community that do things. Daddy Dutch sent me some of his own rub. It's really good.
Daryl, isn't your smoker a Masterbuilt?
We have a Masterbuilt electric smoker.
That's what Easy Bake Barbecue. He has a Masterbuilt 40-inch electric smoker. That's what I said. I thought yours was a Masterbuilt also.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So see, Daryl belongs in there also. Yes, he has the grill and the smoker. Yeah.
You gotta change your name to like Two Family Homestead and Smoking.
And Smoking.
And Smoking.
And barbecue.
Well, and then that could extend out into woodworking. That could extend out into a lot of different areas. But
yeah.
So can I ask you guys questions now?
Go for it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me get my interview notes on. Nigel said I'm supposed to interview now. What got you guys started on doing the YouTube gig?
I did it way before we started Two Family. In fact, my original channel was just Mrs. Buckeye, and I would lurk other channels. I didn't do any recording. But when Daryl came home one day from work and said, "Sit down, we need to talk," at 10 o'clock in the morning, my first thought was, "Oh crap, what did I do now?" And he was sort of forced into early retirement. Yeah. And we sort of had to figure out different ways, so we went into a sort of a lawn and garden / snow plowing business. And then, we started, and most of the videos that I watched were homesteading. Our half-acre homestead, she's over in Canada, and Jane Aldzero is down in southern Ohio, and just got to be friends with all those. Figured, well, we garden anyway, you know, so we jumped into that feet first, and he does the editing. I don't touch it. You know, he does Filmora and Premiere something, and I have no idea. You know, I'll take my phone and, you know, I'll sit back in my sewing room and make some videos back there, and I'll hand him the phone. I go, here you go, do your magic.
Well, and I want to say hi to Mapleberry Farm. Thank you for stopping in.
Oh, Mapleberry Farm.
They are in Canada, Brunswick, right. I believe. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I rely on Miss CJ a lot to help me with the filming, and you know, or when my oldest isn't, you know, working or doing other things, he helps me out too. I even had one of the little guys, our 10-year-old, film me live the other day on the Blackstone, and had him reading off the comments. So all the buddies were in the comments like, say I need a raise, or I need allowance, or give me money. You know, they were all trying to egg him on to do stuff. So it was pretty fun.
Is Mrs. CJ sitting anywhere close to you there?
Nah, she's upstairs. She doesn't really like to be on camera too much. Every once in a while, I'll get her to come on, you know, or I'll catch her in the background. But she's pretty lucky on being on here.
It took me a while before I would do it, especially when he decided to do this stuff. It's like,
I know if I got her on here, we could double our subscriber count. You know, for sure. Yeah, because she's definitely better looking than I am.
Well, we have another question for you, Kilt Gardner. What base do you like to use for barbecue sauce, vinegar or tomato?
Tomato. I'm not a big fan of vinegar. I don't make my own barbecue sauce just because I do have quite a few send me stuff. So I'd rather try out other people's sauces and rubs and all that. I've made like a general all-purpose rub that I use for my own stuff, but I'm not out there trying to market it or you know sell it or anything like that. It's just something that I had an empty container. I'm like, screw it, let's throw some stuff together. I know it tastes good. So that's it.
NGA.
Yeah, he's from. We just.
Well, yeah, we're doing our best to look out after him here, so we're trying to keep him in line.
It's pretty hard to keep me in line. Sometimes I go off the rail quite a bit.
Well, yeah, he actually lifted his hat up here a little bit ago, so we were starting to worry, but it settled back down.
There are times, when I do the hot seat, I tell the guest, if you're a drinker by any means, have a libation or two, or have a beer or two, whatever. I'll have a drink or two. I'll have my Crown Royal there, or whatever. But there's been, I think, two or three times that the whiskey got a little too heavy on the pour, and we're just having too much fun. And he's drinking Coke.
I'm not even going with Nigel's question.
Yeah, Josh and Babe, they got us a wonderful blanket. It was very cool. And some what you would call clamps for clamping things. And a whip for whipping your plow horse on the farm, the homestead maybe. And when we got the gift, Grandma was standing right there, so that was fun. We have that on video. That was a good one.
Easy Bake, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
And they want to know
Easy Bake, this week's guest on the hot seat.
Oh, so Easy Bake is the guest on the hot seat.
Yeah, he is actually this week's guest. I reach, like I said, we have a small kind of tight group that we're in chats with a lot and all that. So I do interview quite a few of my friend type people, but I reach out and try to interview as many people as possible. luckily, I've been pretty blessed with having people that want to be on and have interest in being on. So I keep it booked out 3 or 4 months out. So we're booked till the beginning of February right now.
Yeah, we are booked up through February 4th. So, yeah, we have the same.
Awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a couple holiday openings.
Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, we don't have anybody.
We have, we're doing a live on Thanksgiving, not necessarily an interview, but it'll be me and Kent and Hobo, who called in, and another gentleman. And we're just going to have a little round table. And, you know, I'll be full and fat and happy, and all the wives will be out at Black Friday, I guess. And we'll
leave all the men alone, is that what you're saying?
No, we're just going to have a little chat.
What night and what time are your live streams?
What's that?
What night and what time are your live streams?
My live streams are on normally Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Every once in a while, I will do a one-off special hot seat. Last week, I didn't have to. I did one on Tuesday because the guest couldn't make any other days. And he was a big influencer on Instagram, has about 400,000 followers. So for 400,000 volunteer followers, I'll definitely do it on a different day. You know, so that was a big deal. Next week we're doing it we're doing one on Monday, the 20th, to interview a pretty influential person in the barbecue community. He owns Adrenaline Barbecue Company, and he has the inventor of a product for the Weber kettle called the Sloan Sear. And it's kind of a polarizing kind of guy where, you know, some people believe in the product, some people don't, or don't agree with the cost or whatever. So it was necessary to have him on a different day, and where we could really feature and talk to him quite a bit. So for the most part, they're on Thursdays. No, that's it.
Cool. Well, and if they, you know, click the little bell, they'll be notified whenever you're on. So. Well,
and how else can they find you? I know you're on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I have CJ Volkman is my personal one, and then Cooking with CJ. There's a fan page. I have 2 Instagram accounts, but Cooking with CJ is one of them. I'm on Twitter, Cooking with CJ. I gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of social media. I had one personal Instagram page. I was on Facebook years ago, but got off of it because it was too much BS. There's too much religion, politics, hatred, whatever, and it just wasn't fun for me. So I just decided to stop it. But when I started doing the YouTube channel, I found that I needed it to get the word out, to grow the channel, to meet other people, the YouTube cooks community, whatever. So I started a Facebook up. I managed to make a Facebook fan page. Some hobo says I'm the president of the Justin Timberlake webpage. True, it is. I'm a big fan of Justin Timberlake. It's one of the questions I ask is what kind of music you like, instruments, whatever. And people usually, you know, talk about rock and roll or whatever. And I'll always add in there, and Justin Timberlake too. Yeah, and they'll all fake agree with it or whatever. So. And not Justin Bieber. Every tries to throw in Justin Bieber, hate Justin Bieber. So.
Well, Country Girl was asking, how does one get to be on your hot seat? What's the qualification?
They call me. So, Country Girl, if you're a subscriber, I'll find you and make a comment on one of my videos, and we'll chat if you want to come on. I would love to do like you guys are branching out of your little genre, so I would love to do the same. We've talked about it quite a bit. The most I've really done to kind of branch out is interview companies. There's a company that makes barbecue rubs and sauces, and he's not necessarily a YouTuber, but he's interacted with the community, so I invited him to come on and we had him do a giveaway with his sauces. So instead of giving a $2 bill away, I asked a question and everybody got a small packet of rub and sauce. So
Well, that's cool.
yeah, I like to do the giveaways for sure, just because it's fun. It's I don't know. It's somewhat of a ploy, to keep people on all the way through. Because I'll ask I'll pay attention to what we're saying at the beginning, and then I'll ask the question at the end. So if you were here the whole time, you'll know what we're talking about. So
Well, we started this well over a year ago, but we're approaching 2 years on doing this Monday Night Live. So we've been doing this for quite a while, and we started doing the $2 bill giveaways shortly after we started doing Monday Night Live. But occasionally, if we have, I'm going to say a well-known guest on that maybe has written cookbooks.
And we are.
I
have, Janet.
Yep.
I have books of hers on November 26th.
November 26th.
I have, in fact, Country Girl, you have her chicken book from the HOA.
Yeah, in addition to giving away the $2 bills, we'll do some special
we have
trivia questions where we're actually giving away products that person has created, be it, if they make it or if they have written it or so on and so forth. So, but we've had,
and there aren't
we've just
many,
very much enjoyed it.
There aren't many channels that do out of their own pocket. I mean, the books they send us, if they're the authors, they're real nice. They autograph them and send them. Every month, at the end of the month, Layman's, which the Ohio folks will know, it's a country store, I suppose. I don't know how you would explain what Layman's is.
Well, to the non-homesteading aware individual, I would call it an old-fashioned hardware store.
Yeah, it would be, but it's huge.
Because you can get anything and everything you want there. All of your different cast iron stuff. You get wood-burning cook stoves, wood-burning... Non-electric.
Yeah,
a lot of non-electric stuff.
Cooking stuff, yeah.
They deal heavily with the Amish community.
But we do a cookbook giveaway at the end of every month, and it's their cookbook.
Yeah.
And we pick a winner, and they send it out. And we're doing that for a year. And after the year's up, we'll go back and talk to, this is the owner's daughter that we've been dealing with. And she'll let us pick out something else within reason. And we'll do that for a year. So.
Yeah. But it's a nice thing for them. It's a nice thing for us. It's something that generates interest. And we certainly appreciate it. And I'm sure if you can get a hold of somebody that every month you could give something away, you'd by all means be doing it.
Yeah, for sure. You said a wood stove. I would love to get one of those things. I think they're so cool to have.
Well, if you could,
or like the iron wooden stoves.
I think we have a link for Layman's in our list. We should have, but if you go to laymanshardware.com or
I just did that.
Oh, you just put it in the.
Yep.
Okay. But if you go there and look through their products,
it's a giant hardware store. Exactly.
It's amazing. And Mr. Testing Laboratory there says they're 45 minutes from there, so we're about the same distance from there.
That's what I said. We're just on the other side of Ohio, so. Oh yeah,
I've seen a couple of comments go through talking about thanking the veterans today. I completely agree with that. We are big veteran supporters and first responder supporters. Every guest, I ask them if they're a vet or not, and if they are, I take time to recognize their contributions to us and all that. So that's a big deal for us. So very cool.
So, have you ever heard of Thrive Life? I need to ask you this. You have not? Well, hold on. Let me just bring this over real quick.
Well, hey, folks. while that's cooking, I had to sneak in here and just tell you, if you've never had Thrive Life, just hop on over to thrivelife.com/TwoFamilyHomestead and get you some.
I can see the dog here.
It's doggone good. Plus, it helps the channel. Thanks.
Okay. We are.
Tell you what, if I ever go downstairs and that dog starts stalking me, I'm running. That's all I can tell you. For those of you that don't know, that is my dog. That is, his name is Smudge. Truly is. He is. His daddy was a big, white, beautiful Great Pyrenees. His mother is a beautiful, huge Saint Bernard. 3 years old.
But let me briefly explain what Thrive Life is for you folks out there that maybe don't know. It is freeze-dried food. It has shelf life of up to like 35 years. But the neat thing about it is, requires no refrigeration. You can use this in all of your cooking. I mean, you can buy the. Now you're going to have to help me on. You get like the onions and the vegetables and all of the different ingredients.
Help you with what?
That you would normally
use fresh for.
Right. But maybe you don't use diced up onions often enough to, or you don't have. You can have this can of freeze dried. They taste like you just cut them up. They are absolutely fabulous. So we are a consultant for the company, and obviously it helps the channel.
They're great, especially if you go camping.
We use it because we do a lot of camping. We go to these different
we just
functions.
bought a travel trailer last year. So,
cool. Do you guys do videos from the road when you're camping, or camping videos?
We haven't gone too much because with the 5 dogs, we're very limited on when we can go because we have to have somebody come to the house.
Right.
Because taking 5 dogs with us just isn't possible, especially 5 big dogs.
But we feel that way about the kids.
Yeah.
But exactly. When we go to these different homesteading meetups, conventions, conferences, I mean, this is something you can we can store this in the trailer, pull it out when we need it.
Right.
What was I going to cook just the other day, and I just grabbed the
onions,
the diced onions, because we didn't have any onions. Needed some onions for whatever it was I was going to make. Hey, just open up the can, a couple spoonfuls in, and away you go. So it's great stuff.
It'll stop you from getting the tears while you're cutting them up.
Oh, you betcha.
And they go, they can go bad so fast. So
yeah, true too.
Yeah,
but they don't in this fashion. So by all means, check them out, folks. It's great stuff, and I'm not going to say it's the cheapest stuff in the world. It's not, but it's certainly worth having some cans in your pantry.
Right on. Someone asked. Sorry if I'm doing your guys' job for you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
What videos do I have planned? I have 4 videos shot. So the brisket's one of them, air fryer wings, the air fryer ribs, and I made a turkey breast, like a full turkey breast, and I smoked that, and I'm gonna make a turkey noodle soup as like a leftovers, like a Thanksgiving leftovers kind of video. So I'll do that, and then a lot of us, we do a lot of collaborations in our group. I'm sure you guys kind of do the same thing. We have a mac and cheese collaboration coming up.
Oh, cool! So
I'm gonna put brisket in mine. So because I made that brisket, I have leftover brisket, so I'm gonna do brisket mac and cheese. So that's 6 videos, just raring to either be shot, edited, or both. So just gotta have the time. I have a full-time gig too. I work. And the kids keep us running around quite a bit. 2 of them are in baseball right now, playing winter ball. So we're all over the place right now.
Well, when you get to be our age, you'll wonder how you ever found time for working.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just learning now how to be busy. Take my word for that.
That's funny.
So, anything else you can think of here?
Oh, I've enjoyed it.
I think it's been a wonderful evening. And CJ, we thank you very much for spending some of your time here with us tonight.
Nah, hey, it was great meeting you guys. I'm excited to be on here. I love that we're kind of crossing over genres and meeting new people. And Country Girl, I just saw a little pop-up on my phone that she subscribed and left a comment, so I'll be reaching out and see if we can, keep cross-pollinating, for lack of a better way of putting it. So, we'll grow this stuff together.
You betcha. You betcha. We enjoy it, and I think I've popped in a couple of your live streams there. You've seen me lurking.
Yeah.
So
good time.
All right, CJ, thank you so much for a wonderful evening, and stay in touch. There's definitely some crossover here as far as maybe some food collaborations and different things like that.
Yeah,
so.
we have one. I'll just put this out here. We're doing a favorite holiday dessert. They're going to go up Thursday. Anything after Thursday. If anybody wants to join the collaboration, message me, because we have a list going. We'll put you in the video that's going up, because we're going to have everybody's channel name in there. And let me know, and we'll add your video to the playlist.
Right now, I think we have 39 or 40. 39 channels.
You know what we've been trying out recently with the YouTube hashtags. That has been a way for us to do the bigger than normal collaborations, and instead of putting links in whatever the description or iCards or whatever, doing hashtag. Like we did a cocktail collaboration, we just hashtag cocktail collaboration. So, and then mention it in the video, saying click on that hashtag, it'll take you to other creators that have done this collaboration.
I've seen a lot of them have that, but I haven't used that yet. I'm glad you explained that.
You did hear what it was called now, so we put that in there. When people click on his hashtag, they'll come to us. So I don't like using the hashtags the way YouTube intended it, probably. But for these, so I don't put them on my videos, but for these collaborations, it works out very well. Especially if you obviously you got to mention it and tell them what the story is. Yeah. But that saves you some time and having to cut and paste and add descriptions or add iCards. You just say, hey, click that holiday dessert recipe hashtag. It'll take you to a page where all of us collaborate together. Make sure you watch. Okay. CJ, thank you again so much. We've had a wonderful time.
Sure.
Next week,
Stony Ridge Farm.
Yep, we got a big channel on next week, Stony Ridge Farm. So.
Can't wait to see you guys. Very cool. Thank you to all the moderators, especially Duncan's been putting my link in there the whole time. So
they are.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we have
all of our moderators have. Gosh, I don't know where they are.
She lost her trolls tonight.
I lost my trolls. All my moderators have trolls. Yes, this one I've had since I was a teenager. And that's my wife. Yes. And then there's
the baby.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool.
All my moderators have one.
Yeah, and we certainly appreciate all the work and effort that they do for us. So.
Good.
You're right, Brenda. You don't, and I have one here for you. Thank you for reminding me, because I mentioned that to Daryl the other day. I will get one out to you in the mail. I get paid Wednesday.
That's the other bad thing. All right, thank you everybody for being here. We had a great time. Take care and be good. We'll see you next week.
All right,
take care. Live.